Hmm. Interesting. Hello. Sorry if I sound serious in this situation, but I think I found out what Kaizo's trying to do. I'll cut to what's important about. I'll cut to the point of what I'm trying to explain for this episode, and now explain what Kaizo's doing. How much Sucker loved Willow. And throughout the years in the Negrin Guardian, Sucker unintentionally made Willow fall in love with him, and the two actually built a don't judge a book by its cover relationship. Over time, their bondage grew stronger than anyone expected. But when the breakup happened, it went downhill from here, and Sucker is a broken man. That piece of information is crucial on how much Justin loved Echo Nightwing, and Kaizo is try to hide it from the public entirely. So he's sabotaging the internet to make sure that piece is unheard, making Echo believe Justin never loved her in the first place. I know what his game plan is. Anyone that dares challenges him will not have a great time fighting the truth, even when it hurts. It's actually the biggest weight Justin has to face in a daily basis. Kaizo is based on Justin's pure negativity self, not his anti-self, pure negativity at its finest. You heard of the concept inner demons, right? Kaizo's not easy to handle. He's actually the biggest challenge Justin has to face. It's also a challenge for me because he's based on what I was originally. So he almost has the same mindset as I do. I still don't know why Justin created Kaizo. He told me he's based on anti-me. Kaizo is Justin's inner demons. That's the Avatar variant Echo should be afraid of, not the real Justin. He was the reason why Justin's relationship didn't go well. And it may be an excuse, but Justin knows himself is the truth. No matter how many times he had to explain it. He made her give up on Justin. The primary reason why he doesn't want to drag people into his personal problems, because he is always worried that they'll have the same weight Justin has to carry. He thought he could trust Echo with it, but she faltered too much the more she got to know Justin personally. And the weight he has to carry highly affected her mindset and how she believed in herself. And if you're honestly wondering if I forgive Echo for making the decision, it's the way Justin has to carry. I know no one wants this. That's something. The main reason why Justin made these videos in the first place is to try to prove to Echo that he still loves her, despite of everything she told him. She truly moved on with her life. She truly found herself after she left Justin. But I know that I have evidence that what she achieved was altered. But at first, it will sound like Justin is actually going crazy. But each and every memory Justin remembers, each and every detail Justin exactly remembers when it gets to that particular moment, and every decision Justin makes within an echoing guardian is altered to make sure that she would get into a new relationship. All because of Justin being afraid that he will ruin her life. And yes, I'm mad at Justin for doing what he had to do. I haven't forgiven him on what he did. But I know he can change. Because there's some things that Echo forced him to do. And there's some things that Echo well, she put a lot of weight into Justin that she thinks was necessary in a relationship. So I can't blame you. You can't trust her anymore. His perspective of her is a backstabber, which is the worst fate anyone can do when you get to know Justin personally. If he views you as a backstabber, you had to convince him that you're worthy. kind of like Jerry the mosquito. I don't exactly have a name for the mosquito that is roaming around me, but you get the idea. Justin always struggles with trusting people in the long run, so he's always going to be a problem when trying to get to know him personally. There's times where people do actually get to know Justin personally, but they never got the chance to know him in a more personal level. He had dealt with a lot of emotional neglect in his life. Got to the point where he doesn't trust anyone. So he prefers to be alone. Which is something I know Justin doesn't want. Because I know he has a lot of support. He doesn't see that. I don't know what Echo do to him. Because I know half of it was her own oblivious decisions. Justin didn't want to forget about her. He still kept his promise that she would be remembered. But when I was going back to everything Justin experienced, everything Justin had remembered with Echo, it was nothing but a whole scheme for Justin to break entirely. Well, we need a lot of help taking Kaizo down. That is the main reason why Justin started posting YouTube again. This isn't the this isn't the first time he faced this battle. This is something personal for Justin to do. It's a losing battle, but I believe Justin will win. He just needs to rely on the others. He can't rely on himself anymore. That is why he entrusts the audience to sculpt his final adventure. He always hides this from people because he knows it's too much. Hulk. This is the weight Justin has to carry. I am the kindest person you'll ever meet in your entire life. And you've seen like how Justin is throughout the years. But deep down, the world knows this is something that Justin has to face. He can't escape it. He tried to move on from it. He tried to be optimistic about it. But no matter what, he himself has to carry this weight alone. And the saddest part is, not everyone understands his pain. Even Echo doesn't understand the type of pain he goes through. So, I must warn you one time. Don't trust everything Justin says. I know. He's a tragic hero. Each and every day, he dealt with this on a daily basis. That's something Echo never understood when she got to know him. He kills himself every single day, trying to get a new avatar variant of himself. I even built a dedicated graveyard for any past versions everyone hated. And every alterations Justin made about himself makes himself a lot better, including the lessons he learned. And every day, Justin resets his memories. All he can remember is yesterday, not years ago. So, that is why he can't keep a connection together. But there's a huge flaw on what Justin's system is. People like you want a lifetime connection, no matter if it's family, friends, or anyone. Justin understands that he can't remember everything. So he has to rely on details that he remembers. That's why he fights so hard to keep remembering Echo. Because I know Justin has a short-term memory. He did all of this so she won't be forgotten. And I know he did all of this to remember the people he cares about. And it's actually hard to actually make him happy. Today, I've noticed he got drunk because he was celebrating a party after the recording. He was dying down after trying to upload the episode. He was extremely concerned on how it would turn out. And what I've noticed, Justin was happy when he's drunk. I guess you could say he's the type of drunk that he's extremely happy, but it usually happens on one bottle. But if he's the type that is extremely happy when he's drunk, it would say a lot on what type of personality Justin is. And I know damn well that is the Justin that I know. Because every day when he boots up Animal Crossing, he just thinks of escaping his own purgatory. It used to be every day, but after the relationship, after the torment of her voice on a daily basis, the breakup was actually the final straw of how Justin feels life. It's part of the reason why I'm mad at Echo. I don't trust her anymore. Because she never saw the consequences that she did. And I know damn well she's going to ignore all of this, thinking Justin has excuses. She never understands the actual weight he has to carry. That is why he doesn't hold a grudge. That's why he doesn't quit. You're correct. That's why Justin created a lot of avatar variants to separate his personalities. But I know he can't escape from. I know he can't escape his original form, which is me. You know, even though I don't have much time left for today's stream, you get the basic idea on why this is impossible to solve. Because when it's something personal and you're trying to find yourself, it's never gonna be easy to puzzle it together on what exactly who you are. I have witnessed everyone else figuring themselves out. Everyone actually has a life they want to live in. But for Justin, he had so many opportunities. He was introduced to many paths that he could have, and the versions he wants. But this, but all Justin can think himself as is just a blank canvas. Vanilla. The default beginners on the start. That is basically what Justin views himself as. And the main reason why he accepted Echo in his life is because she was an artist. And Echo had a blank canvas this entire time. So she ruined it by conflicting her negative emotions into Justin.